okay, Michael, I'll wait.
We're live?
Oh,
Why
didn't you say?
I've just said Ushtar to say we're live.
What the hell's that meant to mean?
Ushtar.
Right, before we start, I've got a new cushion.
Don't care, Dad.
There
I really
you
don't
go.
care.
For you, Union Jack cushion.
No one's bothered, Father.
Okay, so hello and welcome to another Life of Raleigh podcast. Me, Jamie, him, Michael, and our father. This is the podcast where we chat about anything and everything, also known as autobollocks. So, sit back, put your seatbelt on, make sure the airbags are on, and let's go for a roll.
And your trays are in the upright position.
Yeah, and your head between your knees. In other words, brace for impact. Anyway, so I don't know what we're going to talk about. I think we're talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
There's no title to this one, so anything.
So we're going to chat. I don't know where it's going to go. It might go somewhere. It might not. I don't know. That's up to you guys. So if I say so one more time, it's like take a shot every time I say so, and we'll be absolutely shit faced by the end of this. So oh fuck, did it again. Anywho, we're going to move on.
You just say that, anywho.
I don't know, but it annoys living daylight on me. Do you know what else I don't like, right?
Ryan Reynolds says it only anywho.
I
Because he's
don't like
Canadian.
the word where,
Which one?
because there's three or four different spellings of it, and I'm like, which one do I use? Yeah, 3. I don't know which one to use. It's like, no wonder I didn't get certain jobs. My English is terrible, if you must know. Not speaking it, 'cause
But
I'm
it's
very
like
good at speaking.
they.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why would
Over there.
you do that? Do you know what I
Over
learned
the-
today?
over
I
there.
finally learned what
Scary.
onomatopoeia means.
Say what now?
You found out what?
What onomatopoeia means?
Is that an English
It's a
word?
word.
Hold on,
It's a
Dad.
word
Hold on.
that sounds like what it is.
He's speaking in Morse code again. Can you say it a
No.
bit slower?
It's a word that sounds like what it is. So, like, splash, it's spelt like it said. Bang, is spelt like it said. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Hang on a minute. Like, I've used the English language a lot longer than you two, and I've never heard of that you just said there.
Say it again.
Onomatopoeia?
Onomatopoeia.
Utter-
Hang on, you were playing Scrabble there. Where you just took some words.
Translation, Dad. Translation, Dad. Utter bollocks.
I've never heard of it.
Onomatopoeia.
I'm telling you, right? I'll Google this shit. You two just.
I know what it is. On the mat, there's a picture of the pier. There you go.
Oh my god, Dad, shut up and go to bed. What a
No,
terrible
no,
joke.
no,
That is
On the pier.
awful.
I've never heard of it.
It's Morse
Right.
code. It's got to
Okay.
be because he speaks Morse code all the fucking
It's not
time.
Morse code. I'm telling you, I
You're
can't.
playing Scrabble, aren't you?
Onomatopoeia.
You probably win with that as well.
Right, so here it is. Onomatopoeia, or rarely is a type of word or the process of creating a word that phonetically imitates, resembles, or suggests the sound that it describes.
So is that the same as Mugger Munster Muff?
Like them, they're onomatopoeias. Zap, bzz, crack, splash, pop. They're
Get off
onomatopoeias.
Batman.
Yeah, Dad.
You know, series of Batman. Every time they hit someone, it came up zap and boom and thwap and all that.
You know
stuff.
what, right? The older I get, and if I ever see the old episodes of Batman, I always say, how the hell did people like this? It's so shit. It's good. It's that.
But you could see him in the bloke who played Batman at the time, right? He was always laughing. He couldn't stop himself.
Yeah,
It was corny
speaking
as
of old
fuck.
stuff, guess what I watched last night? Go on, I'm
Television.
going to let you throw some guess. No, be serious, right? What do you reckon I watched? And I guarantee it, I've seen Dad watch it.
You were watching
quite
the
a few
family
times.
album called Planet of the Apes.
No, I've seen Dad watch it quite a few times. In fact, it's because of Dad. I like
Kelly
these
Zeros.
films and this show.
Star
You what?
Trek.
Kelly Zeros.
Not Kelly Zeros.
Star Trek.
Which one?
Next Generation.
Nope.
I fucking hate. I didn't like that.
Nemesis.
The
No.
original series.
Yeah, but of what? What did I watch from the originals?
Star Trek?
Doomsday
it's a film.
Machine.
The Wrath of Khan?
I did. I watched the original Wrath of Khan last night.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
dog shit.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
enjoyed it.
I was into the originals, the series, the originals. Okay, I didn't reckon much to the films. I really didn't.
But
I
Dad,
watched them. I have watched them, but I'm not a great lover of them.
you did
Do you know
have
why I
it, you
watched
did
the
have
films?
you did have it on video.
Oh,
You did have
you?
it on video.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he was going to
Did
want to
you?
like Star Trek, and back in those days we didn't have streaming services like
No.
he did now. He had to buy it to watch it.
We had
So
the Wrath of Khan
I
on video.
watched it, and I was like, I was like, God, this is so shit. It's good. But to be honest though, I'm more like, I like Star Trek. I'm definitely Star Trek over Star Wars because I think Star Wars is shite.
Yeah.
Right? Whoa, watch how many comments we're going to get now. Oh, all these
None.
lightsaber people.
You
Like,
leave
how
out
dare you?
Darth Vader alone. He
He's,
was
do you know what Darth Vader is? Darth Vader
was
is just a bitch
misunderstood.
with daddy issues. That's all Darth
He was
Vader is.
misunderstood.
Yeah,
Misunderstood.
he's misunderstood. Darth Vader's
You
misunderstood.
lad.
Yeah,
You didn't see him down the bar when he had a few down his neck. You leave the lad alone.
when he takes his helmet off and he's like, God, it gets under there.
Well, what it was, right? What it was, there was an explosion. I told him not to stick his head in the fucking oven, but he wouldn't listen.
Did he work in a mattress
see.
factory?
Well, what it is, what it is, right? He tried to kill himself and he didn't realise it was an electric oven.
Saying
Gotta
that,
switch
right?
it on.
I had this argument, right? There's obviously like a young lad on our team. He's young compared to us because he's only like 22 or something.
Okay.
You know, his body still
When you
works.
start talking like that,
Anyway, his body's still young. Like, it still works. It doesn't click when he gets out of his chair. So, we're sat there, and we're, like, going through films, like, what are classic films? Like, what films everyone's watching? We're going through a list, and it's how bored we get. And obviously, we got to it, and he was like, well, Star Wars is on there. I was like, nah, I don't think Star Wars should be, really. And he was like, everyone's seen it. I went, yeah, but I wouldn't say it's a classic. And he went, well, it is. I went, but it's not the level I'm expecting. And he went, name one more classic than that. I went, piece of piss. So I came back with, obviously, Top Gun. I was like, everyone's seen Top Gun, right? And he shut up, Dad. It's a classic. I don't care what you think. It's a classic, right? It's a classic. Yeah, you've gone mute. I like the fact that your mic's not working because you can't shout me for not liking Top Gun. Ah, you can't shout me for Top Gun. You can.
Did you lip read him there? You're fucking lucky.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely was swearing at me there because he can't shout me for Top Gun. So,
Yeah,
It was
but
on about he went
Labyrinth,
never
Labyrinth is more classic than Top Gun.
nah, I'm not a fan of Labyrinth. I don't like David
No,
Bowie.
me older.
So anyway, so he's never seen Top Gun, right? So I was like a bit shocked. I was like, not your friend no more.
Bet he's seen the fucking.
Then he
new
came
one,
out
though.
with, right? Then he came out with, nah, Dad. So then that hurt me. And then he's never seen Toy Story, which confused the living daylights out of me. I was like, mate, you're 22. You should have seen Toy Story, like without a shadow of a doubt. And he
I'm
was like,
37 and I've seen them all.
No, never seen Toy Story.
right,
I was
I'll
like,
give you
oh
the
my
classic
God.
film. A classic. Blade Runner.
Yeah, that's a classic.
The
I'd give him
original
that one.
Blade Runner, not
Runner's
the
a
new
classic.
one.
No, the original.
The director's cut, that, I would class that as a classic. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I know you like Top Gun, unfortunately, I've never got my head around it. But I wouldn't class Top Gun as a classic yet.
No, you wouldn't.
It's not what I would call a classic. But the stuff like that Blade Runner. Obviously, anybody watching, watch the original, the first one with Harrison Ford, Blade Runner. That
Hell of a
classic.
film.
Those are classics.
Hell of a film.
You can't deny it. But the director's cut's better. It's got a bit more.
I watched the
a lot more in it.
director's cut. I watched the director's
I
cut.
haven't seen that for a long time.
And I've actually got it on. I know it's old now, but I've actually got it on DVD, and I just love watching it. I can watch that over and over again.
Do you know what other films we were going on, right? So we started slowly going from like 80s classic, you know, right? And then we
Yeah.
started going into cornies 80 movies, you know, like the typical action 80s films, and,
Breakfast
you know,
Club.
early 90s, where we
Like,
saw
like
everything blow up.
Commando. Oh fuck! I was
Yeah, like everything blew
yeah.
up. Like you hit a lamppost and the central reservation would blow up, and you're like, "What's that blown up for?" Like, I don't. What? The
Well, it's
hell
like
am I gonna do?
some of these police chases on some of the American ones. Every time they go down an alley, they have to run into boxes which are empty. and empty bins. We're going to fucking wreck the car. Hit
If
something that's
you-
going to wreck it.
If you go down an alley where
literally
we
wreck
are,
it.
you'd be hitting mattresses, beds, people.
Ovens get put in there every
You
now and
come
then.
out have a load of
Oven would
needles.
do
You
damage.
have a load of needles stuck in your fucking tires. It's like I've been watching the reruns of Hill Street Blues. I don't know whether you usually remember that.
I know it. I know of it. I've not seen
Right.
it.
And even now, every time they go down an alleyway, they're hitting cardboard boxes and empty bins. Garbage
What
cans.
cardboard would you do? Like, anyway, so we were on about
sorry.
80s corny films, and they were on about the road and stuff, and I came up with one, and I think I'm the only one up to now at work that's seen this, other than the older people, right? I'm the only one that's seen it, and it blew my mind that no one's seen it, right? It was The Running Man, and I was like, you've never seen The Running Man? They were like, no, and I was like, it's the best, shittest, corny film known to man. I was like,
It's that shit,
bad.
right? It's actually good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was like,
noticed. It's that crap. It's good.
I went, it's got a one-liner in every 2 minutes. I went, it's got Arnie in a skin-tight suit, built like a brick shit house. I was like, it's got him in a sun hat. It's got him in a Hawaii shirt. And when he's running through the streets, someone's dressed like a Christmas tree. I was like, you've got it all. And they were like, no, I've never seen it. And I was like, I promise you even now, mate. I went, if you're ever going to watch an 80s film and you realise how corny the 80s was, watch that film.
I'd
I went,
say
I promise you will not be disappointed. I was like, it's a banging film.
I'd say Aliens is becoming a classic.
The original, the first
Yeah.
The
one.
original.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah,
They're bringing out a new one, aren't they?
Predator as well. I think. That's
Have you
becoming
seen
a
the trailer
classic.
for the new one?
No, not yet.
The xenomorphs are actually in it. It's not like Prometheus and stuff. Like it's aliens, like chest bursters and all sorts are in it. But the only thing I get on in one of the trailers, the chest bursters coming out, but it's like inside you can see it, and I was like, it was never on fire.
Yeah, well,
or
that was the
illuminated.
same with the first one, the first Alien. When John Hurt had actually, the actor was John Hurt. It actually shows you it coming out of his chest the first time.
It was
Mm.
it
The
was
original
fantastic.
one.
I still say she's got one of the best lines ever. Get your hands off her, you bitch. And I'm like, yeah, Morpho, do something.
Was that
the
the
guy
first
here
one?
was about to drop kick you.
That wasn't the first one, was it?
No,
That
it was
was
number two.
Aliens. Aliens. It was
two,
number 2.
Number 2.
So it's still a hell of a line. She just walks out of
Yeah.
the lift.
Well,
I'm like,
Aliens 3, where they're in that factory, was actually made over ICI Billingham.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
all
Billingham.
ICI Billingham over here. That was
So
actually done
anyway,
over here.
and
He's
also,
from Hartlepool, isn't he?
Yeah.
yeah. So we
Correct,
started
yeah.
talking about like, you know, them doing sequels to 80s films, and I was like, I don't think they should do sequels to 80s films. I was like, because one, it's too long, and two, if they do a sequel, they have a lot to live up to, especially because of how long it's been. I went, and fans from the 80s films, I went,
Yeah.
they're going to have a lot riding on it, and I went, I promise you now, if that film is not what it was in the 80s, I went, it's going to flop.
The
no matter who-
sequel to Blade Runner. The sequel to Blade Runner.
didn't do that well.
Garbage.
I
It-
enjoyed
yeah,
that
it was
one
crap.
though.
I enjoyed it, but it didn't do as
I
well
know.
as they thought it was going to. It didn't do that good,
Didn't do that
but
well.
I enjoyed it.
I wonder what the new.
Because
sat
with
there,
the
there's
original,
only-
with the original Blade Runner, it did have a lot to live up to, and it just didn't.
Mm.
It didn't live up to.
So,
It was good.
I was
Don't
going
get me wrong,
through
it was good, but it didn't live up to it.
Oh,
They should
no,
have
so I was
left
going
Blade
through-
Runner as it was.
I wonder if
I was like-
Beverly Hills Cop's going to do any good.
No, it's going to be terrible. But anyway, I said there's only one. I went to me the best sequel known to man. I went best sequel. Bombs off it. I went known to man where it was that good. It beat the first film. Was Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I went that is how you do a sequel.
Yeah.
I went that's how you do it. And he went, oh, I've seen the newer ones. I went no. I went ignore the new ones. I went the flogging a dead horse. It's a joke now. I went
Watch the first
original
one.
first two.
Yeah, what's the first
I
one?
was like, what's
then
the first two?
the
That's all you
second.
need. I went, you only need the first two. I went, that's
Yeah.
Terminator. Sensational. I went, they brought out number 3 when that woman Terminator came on. I went, bit of a joke. Then they just kept going. I was like, stop it. It's like Rambo. Let it go. You know
Let
what I
it
mean? Just
go,
stop. Stop.
They did the same
You-
thing
you had a
with.
good thing.
They did the same thing with Nightmare on Elm Street that went too far.
Yeah.
They did the same
Jason.
thing
They
with
ruined Jason and
Halloween. Halloween went too far.
But anyway, so
And
he
they
went,
did the same
I've-
thing with that Freddy Krueger one. They just went too far with it.
So
Nightmare
I
on
was
Elm
sat
Street
there,
did.
like, I went, honestly,
Nightmare,
mate,
yeah.
I went,
They went too
if you
far.
want an 80s action film, you know, with cool people and guns and stuff, it's like Terminator 2, mate. I went, it's got nukes and everything in it. I went, it's got it all. I was like, it's got Arnie.
Because the story more or less followed on from the Terminator, didn't it? Because the first one was called The Terminator, and it followed on. And even the man who directed it, he said, I have to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
James
He's got to
Cameron.
be the Terminator. Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh boy,
It's
what
gotta
a
be
film it is. It's one of those films you can never get bored of. You can just never. He stands at a
Exactly.
window with a minigun and goes, "Are we then?" Like, come on.
Yeah.
He goes, "I've got a grenade launcher. I've run out with that. Wonder what I can do with this." And like,
Yeah, but-
oh,
It doesn't hit one person.
that,
Just
yeah,
destroyed.
that, you know what that
17
is?
vehicles
You know what that is?
destroyed.
Yeah, that's precision. No, he meant to do that. It was precision. Anyway, because it gave us the best line, it gave us "Hasta la vista, baby," which everyone used. It gave us "Dickwad," which is still one of the best names known to man. I love that name, you Dickwad. Honestly,
Chill out, Dickwood.
I haven't heard that for a long time.
You know what one of the best part of that films as well to me, right? And it's not even a big part. It's when they're obviously looking, when they're underground, they're looking at them guns, and he tries to make him fake smile, and he just pulls this awkward grin, and you're like, "That's
Yeah, but
so
what I've
class."
seen when he actually picks up that minigun and he just grins. Yeah, it's definitely.
Have you seen it when he picks up the kid? When that little kid just picks it up and he's got all the bits. Like, what the hell? Oh man, what a film. And he was like, "No, I've never seen it." I was like, "Don't watch the new ones." I went, "Because you only watch them because you're young and they've only just come out." I went, "Watch
Terminator
the
Genesis
first
and all
two."
them. Yeah, don't watch them.
I was like, "Watch the first." I
one,
went, "That's all you need."
and then watch the second one straight after it.
Can we try not to talk over each other? Because I'm getting really fucking confused.
Anyway, so that's all I said. I went, "The only Terminator films you need is the two ones." And I was like, "There's loads of other obviously franchises," and I was like, "But that to me, that's like 80s action film. It's got it all. It's got the leather jacket. It's got the big fella in it." I was like, "It's got the bikes. It's got the guns. It's got the bitches. It's got it all." Man, it's just
Music.
fucking what?
It's got the music.
It's got the music.
Yeah.
So he was like, "All right, I might watch
George
it." I know
Thorogood,
it was-
good, isn't it? Band of the Bone at the beginning.
Oh, what a
Guns
film,
N'
what a
Roses.
song.
That's a
What a
yeah.
song.
That's a good
Do you know
song.
what?
that.
What do you know the weirdest thing is, right, about that film that always stuck out to me, right? And I don't know why. It's so stupid. It's when they put the cigar out on his chest and you hear his noise of the suit and he goes, like it's powering down. He puts it out on him and I'm like, that's so funny. Or when he does that with his arm and he just pulls it off in his neck, those guys, I was like, that's class.
Oh, you could see that coming though. I mean, it was great the way they done that when he just peeled it
Yeah.
off.
Special
Pulled it off, I'm like,
effects. The special effects are unreal in that film.
do you know what would have been better if he slapped
Well,
someone
it
with a skin?
won an award for that. It won an award for the T1000 effects that
Did it?
where he was changed. Yeah. Actually won an award at the Two Dash
You know
for
what?
it.
So it should have, because for what it was banging. For especially the time, they had a full body skeleton, that thing that was banging, and it moved. But saying that to me, one of the best special effects to me from the 80s and stuff, right? And the meanest looking motherfucker is the original Predator. That thing was an alien. It wasn't none of these big eyes, green with antennas. That thing was there to
That's a
fuck
good
people
film,
up
that,
and let
'cause
you
it-
know about it.
Because it's also funny as well. His one-liners are
Yeah,
unreal.
not only did it do you in, it took you inside. It was like, I'll keep the put it in his little bag and then carried on walking.
Yeah,
It was like,
they're going a bit,
yeah.
the Predator ones were alright, but they are going a bit too. Yeah, they're starting to run out of ideas. Like that latest one where that one was about, he was must have been fucking 20 foot, was he?
I
He was the
enjoyed
one who
that.
killed the
Predator.
Predator.
Yeah, that was called the Predator, and it was like another clan was mixing DNA to get the ultimate
That's what it-
Predator, and
yeah.
that's what it came up with.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah,
I'd say the first two are the best.
one and two.
Oh yeah,
What was
because
that?
the old woman makes that. The old woman makes the second one. The old woman makes it. As soon as she that line,
I
the film,
don't
you
think
sit there,
he
mate,
gives you
we're good.
shit. It's okay, I'm
You're
a
not
cop.
beating
It's
that.
okay, I'm a cop. And she's, I don't think he gives.
You're not beating that. You could end the film there, and everyone be like, "Yeah, we're good."
And when he
We're good
looks
with
down the elevator shaft, he goes, "Why can't this?" Because he's scared of heights, isn't he?
Why can't this
The cop.
Why can't this what?
Why can't this guy just stay on the ground?
Oh.
Because he falls through the bathroom, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And they're up and about, God knows how high they are up. And then he jumps down the lift shaft. And he looks down the lift. Why can't this guy stay on the ground? Because he's scared of heights.
They're making a new Lethal
Okay.
Weapon as well, aren't they?
When he goes,
See, I
okay,
enjoyed
push
those
the face,
films.
it's up to you.
I enjoyed the Lethal Weapon films. I really did.
Number one was the best for me.
Not that long ago, I watched them all. Because obviously working
Die
from
Hard.
home, I still say it's not a Christmas film.
No.
Couldn't give a shit.
Die Hard 1 and 2 for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lethal Weapon's okay, yeah, but Die Hard, I like Die Hard film.
I tell you what, we'll all agree on. Mad Max.
1 and 2.
Mad Max 1 and
1
2.
and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, good film.
I've not seen the
See-
new one.
I have.
It's before Fury Road, isn't it, apparently?
It's before Fury Road, yeah. It's obviously Furiosa, so it's like her own timeline, but you obviously, considering it's her own timeline, like, fine, it's okay for what it is for her, but it's not beating Mad Max.
No.
One of the biggest flops was Waterworld. It was fucking shite.
I enjoyed that
I
film.
enjoyed that film.
I
thought it was a
like
good
it.
film.
Oh, no, I like Kevin Costner. I really like
That's
Kevin
a
Costner.
90s classic, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, right, he made... Not against him as an actor, right? But if
Here
you're
we
going to
go.
do Robin Hood,
Here
at
we
least...
go. I
At
knew
least
that
you,
was coming.
if you're going to do Robin Hood, at least use a fucking Englishman with an English accent.
I knew that was coming.
Not an American, pretending to be English. Because his American accent was just there.
There was two.
Oh, he wasn't
There was-
even trying to hide it.
There was Kevin Costner
He
and Christian
wasn't.
Slater, both American.
Where are you? I'm in Nottingham. You're a bit far from Texas, son. I think you've took a wrong turn.
Morgan Freeman I could understand as the...
The painted man.
No, the
Arab.
Moors or something they called him, the Arab. I could understand, yeah. A Moor, that was it. But an American playing an Englishman, I'm afraid, not against you Yanks, but I'm afraid it just does not work.
I don't-
I
don't know
laughed
the Robin
my
Hood
fucking
film.
head off at Robin Hood
But
Prince.
I think
laughed.
Waterworld's now a cult classic.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. Now that was okay.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, but
that,
that
was
was
funny.
funny.
That was also
That was
an American.
No, yeah,
Same
but
that
no.
one.
He actually turned on and said, "I'm actually playing with an English accent," because he had a good English accent when he did it.
I thought he was.
I'm the only actor. I'm only actor. He said, "I'm the only actor." This was in the film. I'm the only actor to play an Englishman with an English accent, and that was it. Because it was a skit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably
It was
the
so
Robin Hood
funny.
film before it.
But I've never been one for like Robin Hood and them type of films where it's all about. Whenever, to me, if it's ever in that period of time, to me, I only watch it if it's a historical movie, not like Braveheart.
Yeah, he fucked up that big time. Yeah, that was wrong. That
There's
was-
only
only
one.
one
There's
film.
only one good part of that film. It's when the little Irishman
Aye.
comes in.
Oh, The Irishman.
Steven. They called him Steven. my island. It's my island.
God says he can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
When he throws that fucking axe at him, who's trying to kill him, and he says, "I didn't like him." He went in the head, and he just looked at him. "You're not fucking right in the head." But-
That's what he says, doesn't he? He goes, "I'm the
See,
most."
the thing was that what people don't know is the Irish did actually help the English fight against the Scots. But when they made the film, they wouldn't go on the side of the English. The Irish actors were on the side of the English. So Mel Gibson had to change the plot, and it was totally wrong. Right? He didn't die that way. They actually caught him in the fucking old house in Scotland. That's
Yeah,
what
we
they
all
caught him.
know
He
the
wasn't on the
truth.
battlefield.
Was he undrawn
So
apart?
what I'm going to say is if any, but obviously I don't think it might have. If the Americans are going to make a film about history, get it right. Don't fucking change it.
Oh,
if anything-
just make it about your fucking own. Leave us alone.
Yeah, leave ours alone. At least we kind of get it right. Do you know what's funny about that film, right? What I love about it, and I do this, right? I wound someone up at work about it. He was like, run about the film and how bad it is and how completely it's wrong. I went, this, and when I like at the end when he screams freedom and he likes, yeah, so does everyone else. I went, yeah, but the funny thing is, still haven't fucking got it though.
He did not. But he didn't actually shout that at the end. He was
No, he
drawn
didn't
and quartered.
at the film,
After he'd been hung, he would have been in no position to shout that anyway. And even the historians would have said that.
Imagine him trying.
What's he doing these days? Just hanging around. Where have you
They
seen
hang
him?
you till they hang you till you're nearly dead, and then they
Take
bring
you
you
down.
down. Then they draw you. They draw
have
you
to
down and
admit,
start
though,
quartering you while you're still alive.
Yeah, I have to admit, when it came to treason, God, we were bastards. Oh, we let you know you've done wrong. We went a bit extreme. I was like, God, there was no need for that. I was like, fucking woof.
And just for another historical fact, we got the Enigma machine off the U-boat, not some American destroyer.
You would bring that up. I knew
We
that
did
was
it.
coming. I knew that.
No, because like I say, if you're going to do a historical film, get it right. We stole the Enigma off the sub. It wasn't an American destroyer. The Yanks didn't get it. We got it.
And we
The
cracked
British.
it. And we cracked it.
And we also stole one off a fucking German weather ship parked off the coast of Greenland.
And we cracked it.
In that, right? I think if you if you look at British films, right, or if you look at British history, 9 times out of 10, everything we've done that's a big thing in history, we've done it just to be petty little bastards and tick. We haven't done it to prove a point. We've done it just
It's
to
like,
be
well,
dickheads.
fuck you, we're going to do it anyway.
What do you mean? You've got a machine we don't have? Well, we'll just take yours. Yeah, if you can,
Have you seen that
neither
film?
can you.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly War.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Watch it. It is a true story. It is a true story.
I
That's
know
what
it's a true
like.
story, but shush.
Watch it.
What's it
Because
called?
Anyway.
The Ministry of
Ministry of-
Ungentlemanly War. You've got to watch it.
Do you know him out of
I was laughing my fucking head off.
it has
Henry Cavill.
and then it has the man who plays Reacher in the show. Big fan.
Oh, I've seen clips of that. That looks funny
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
It's where he goes, "Oh, you're in
is.
trouble now."
Well, it's all based on a true story. At the end, you see the actual people who to play. It is good.
And
I won't give the game away. But
Aren't they
watch
drunk on a
How
boat?
big's the fuse? It's a pretty
it. No,
big
they're
fuse, sir.
pretending to be.
Oh.
It's a pretty big fuse.
When
for
he
a
picks up
pretty
the
big
German
bomb.
officer and he's waving his arm,
Yeah.
full of bullet holes, he's waving his arm. I don't think it's working. The captain looks pissed. Yes, and he just throws him
But anyway,
overboard.
so we were on about it, right? So when it comes to historical facts,
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute,
Do
Jim.
you know what's fun?
You'll have to text me the title. I've already forgot it.
All right, I'll text you anyway. Do you know what's funny? What's funny about us Brits? I'm trying to remember what I was going to say, so give us a second. Is when you look back in history,
memories are bad.
right? People think about how bad we were, right? Openly we were. But unfortunately, what the rest of the world don't understand is we were them type of people. Once we realised we were good at something, we ran with it, and just so happens that one thing we were good at was being utter bastards to everyone else. So we just ran with it. So yes, we did go a bit too far, but we were just really good at it. So I'm sorry, we had our fun. We stopped. We had our fun. We were like, okay, went a bit far. In all fairness, you shouldn't have told us about the tea. That's on you. That's not on us. Just saying. Anyway. Right, because you look at things, and it's like we've said in the past. It's every idea we've come up with has gone down in history as this major thing. It's complete accidents. It's a Brit thing, and I've got a stupid idea, but it's that daft. It's gonna work, and people are like, "You're crazy. It's never gonna work," and it always did because we thought. But that's what you think. You're expecting it not to
What do
work.
you mean you're going to make an aeroplane? We're going to do it anyway, just to piss you off.
Do you know what was funny, right? What I think one of the best things we did in the war, right? The best things we did in the war, and I thought was hilarious, is we were that petty and we thought the Germans are that daft and we're going to wind them up. We're going to make inflatables and we're going to put them on the coast and the Germans are going to fall for it. The funny videos, you can see the men
They
walking
fucking
about
did
holding
fall
these
for it, though. That
balloons.
was the thing.
Yeah, they were holding these balloons and I was like, how did that work? You were holding a balloon.
Yeah, but you've got to think they're in the plane. So you're gonna be that big to them.
Yeah, it's going to look like a tank.
Yeah.
With a
They're
couple
at
of tank
least
pegs.
they're at least 3,000 to 5,000 feet up, maybe more.
He's googling it.
Well, anyway, so we done that, and then it's like up here when we decided how we're going to stop ICI from being hit, or whenever it was, turn lights off. What do you mean turn lights off? It was simple as that, just
No,
turn
it
lights
wasn't
off.
ICI then, son. It was the Steelworks.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like, we'll just turn the lights off. What the fuck is
Speaking
it?
of which, to change the subject, was taking a delivery to W.H. Smith, a news agent inside Middlesbrough railway station. No. It's coming up big time now, right? And I was on about the glass roof that it had that the Germans blew off.
Yeah.
Just look.
Well done.
He said, just go around the other side of them doors. Have a look at the. So this is inside the shop.
Have a look at
And
the
there
wall.
is the picture that he has in the shop. Right, if you're coming off platform 1 through the lift, as you walk in the doors, it's above the arch.
Right.
And it actually
I know
shows you the roof being blown off. There's no roof there, it's just a train blown to bits. It's literally in fucking pieces. Right, on platform 1, it's in pieces and all the roof being blown off. He said that picture was taken the same day the roof got
Saying that though,
Yeah,
it's, we have thought it's. I just no. I have to give it to people that no wonder they laugh at us because we were fucking stupidly crazy. We're like, it's gonna work. It's not. Yeah, it's with that. It's one of those we were way too confident in ourselves, and it
But the
just
thing
so
is,
happened
though,
to work.
if it failed, we kept at it until it worked. Yeah, I told you it was going to work.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
they do that
petty-
with Dam Busters?
Yeah.
Fuck it, just
You're
keep
gonna
going.
bounce a bomb? Yeah. What do you mean you're gonna skim a bomb? Yeah, you know, like you do with a rock. Just fucking great idea. Mate,
Well,
that's
when
not gonna
they
work.
tried it, when they first tried it, they tried it with mosquitoes, which are a lot fucking quicker than a Lancaster, right? And when they were flying over the lakes to test it out, they were that low that when the bomb hit the water, the fucking water sprayed up and even took the tail of the plane off. So they had to be careful. Now it's a bit quicker,
It is
Mozzie.
funny.
We'll put it in a Lancaster. I mean, who else would use a 10-ton bomb to sink a battleship?
We're a bit
10
extreme.
tons.
3 of them.
To be honest, if you've got to
Yeah,
admit,
who would think of that?
when it
Right.
came to war, we were very much, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it once and make sure it works.
And then
So
10
not
round
only
say
will-
the RAF.
We're going to put a 10-ton bomb in because it's going to do the job.
Then 10 round say the RAF. Oh, if you don't use them, bring them back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely.
Oh, she did. It's mad. Like I said, when we fucking set fire to ships and sailed them at the Spanish, we're never going to fucking see this one coming. Oh look, it's pretty lanterns. Is it? Is it pretty lanterns?
Some
Look
little
again.
candles. Some little candles you like you put on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Now look again. They wouldn't set fire to their own ships. Listen, to win, we will do it just to prove a point. Like, oh, you want to beat us? We'll fucking kill ourselves before you do
We've
us.
already got another 12 in production. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're disposable.
Saying that, I've always wanted to go and see the. Well, obviously, I'm scared of boats, so it's a bit of an awkward one. I always wanted to go and see the Mary Rose, Henry VIII ship.
Oh, son, there's only a part of it. It's in a museum, you know. It's all.
I know there's only half of it, but
Yeah, yeah.
like it's still creepy for me.
It's half of the side, the bit that was in the mud.
I think you underestimate how scared I am of boats. Even if
What,
it's
even
half
a
left.
fucking rowboat in Albert Park Lake.
Yeah, because it still floats. It's like,
You can
it shouldn't
swim.
be. No. Humans should not be fucking with the sea. Leave it alone. We are not fish. Leave it. Why do you think things go wrong?
You live on an island.
Yeah, and guess where I plan on staying? On the land.
I wouldn't fly, but you've been on a plane.
Didn't like it. Do you know why? Because I'm not a fucking bird. Shouldn't be made. Oh, look, we made some of that powerful. They can fly people. Why are you messing with it for?
Okay, I'll put
Why
it
are you
another
doing
way.
that?
Humans weren't designed to drive cars. Drive one.
How
Really
do you know?
effective.
Our anatomy
I
is
must
for
add.
walking and running, chasing animals and hunting them. Come on, let's get ourselves a fucking animal.
left.
but Better Lee Evans here. You got to watch it when he's out shopping.
Shit.
You know. You see, we're laughing because we know we believe it.
God, that's
Oh,
fucking, that's funny.
I've got that picture of him now being pushed around in a trolley with a fucking spear in his hand. Shopping
Yeah.
trolley.
Left. It's when he says that. Left.
Honestly. So yeah, so we have thought some really stupid shit, and it worked. So as far as we're concerned, it's not stupid. It worked. You're just jealous because you didn't think of it first. Yes, we made planes out of wood. So what? Don't be jealous.
It worked.
Uncatchable. And it was our idea. It was our idea to put the Merlin engine into the P-51 Mustang and made it the best fucking fighter plane in World War II. That was a British engine.
I disagree with that. I was watching the air show the
No.
other day.
No,
Let me fucking finish before you rudely interrupt. I was watching the air show the other day, and there was a fuck.
Was it?
Right, there was a Spitfire and a P-51 Mustang, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about the P-51 Mustang, the best plane in World War II. Give your fucking head a wobble. Give your head a wobble. The Messerschmitt
Well,
109 was better than that.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was. Yeah, that the
No,
P50,
no,
the P51 Mustang was built to take down a fucking Zero. The slowest plane in World War Two. Yes, it was. I watched a documentary on it. I watched a documentary on it.
You've got the wrong plane.
No,
the Hellcat was called the Zero killer.
Same thing.
I tell you, no, it's not.
Same thing.
It's a totally different plane.
No.
The reason the P-51 was because it was the only one that could escort the bombers all the way to Germany and back as a fighter escort.
It still was.
Fighter escort.
And
the only reason, let me finish. I'll let you finish. And the only reason it could do that was because when it was first originally designed, it had an American engine in it. It was garbage, and anybody can check this out on any history page. It was crap. It was only good as a low-level fighter. They then put a Merlin engine in it, Spitfire Merlin engine in it. Then it became the best fighter escort. It could stay with us there, back, protect them. Now the Messerschmitt Bf 109. The only reason that had, the only chance that had of telling a P-51 was when it used its cannon. It had a fucking cannon in the nose. But if the P-51 was behind a 109, it wasn't going anywhere. That 109 was going down.
I still don't agree with it being
the
the
best
best fighter pilot.
No, I didn't say it was the best fighter. I said escort.
At first, you said the fighter. You said the best fighter.
Best escort fighter was a P-51. Right?
That's
the Zero killer you want the Zero killer you want was in the Pacific. The Zero killer was Hellcat.
Well, the documentary I watched was wrong then.
Right? You must have watched the wrong one. I've watched the documentaries about Battlefield 360. It's called, and I've watched it about the Zero killer because there was the Wildcat was the original one that the Americans used in the Pacific, and the Zeros had a field day with that. So when they brought the Hellcat in, it looked similar.
Was the Wildcat the one with the V-shaped wings?
No, that was the Corsair. That was the Corsair. That was
a little stumpy fucking thing.
Yeah, had a fucking 12-foot propeller on the front of that bastard, 12-foot diameter, right? And when the Japs first saw the Wildcat, the Hellcat, they thought it was the Wildcat. And what they used to do was when the Wildcat got behind it, it used to fly up. So that the Wildcat then would try and keep up with it and fall down, and the Jap would come and get it. But this Jap thought that the Hellcat behind him was a Wildcat, and it wasn't. So when he went vertical, he followed him, expecting him to stall. He didn't. The Zero stalled first, and he got him, and it then became it was nicknamed the Zero Killer, which it was. It was fucking basically unstoppable.
I'm going to stop this now.
Corsair, I'll give you just a quick one. The Corsair, the Americans could not land it on it. The British did. And do you know they've done it? They brought the plane in sideways.
I've seen it happen.
Just before, they actually brought it, and that's how that. And when the Americans had to bring the Corsairs into aircraft carrier properly, because of the shape of the wings as they were coming into land, they couldn't see because it was so fucking high. It had that big prop. That's why the wings were shaped like that, because of the size of the prop and the meaty fucking engine it had in it. So the British got some and tried it, and they brought it in sideways on the aircraft carrier. Then suddenly brought it properly straight in, and that's how they learned to do it.
There's a bloke I watch on YouTube. He does like simulations and stuff.
Yeah.
And he simulated the Falklands War. Like if we had an air base there, which I don't think we did we?
No.
We might have had one, but it was too small or some shit.
There was an airport. There was an airport there, but it was just for. What was it?
So he built the airport one, and then he built the modern one that's there now. And he went up against the Argentinians in I think it was.
There were Mirages they were using.
Yeah, they were Mirages. There was another one.
We were using Harriers.
No, he didn't use Harriers.
A Mirage got behind one of our Harriers, right? Because it's got vertical takeoff. Got behind one of our Harriers, and do you know what he done? He put his jet thrusters down and went straight up. Right, Mirage went underneath, behind it, and shot the fuck.
Take that, Maverick.
That's how he done it. The Harriers, they were untried, they were untested in combat. The first time they went down there, and they actually assholed.
I'll send you the video over because he obviously flies with a simulator thing with Bob. It's really
Yeah.
they absolutely annihilated the Argentinians. Absolutely annihilated them.
But once the sub sank that the General Belgrano, their navy fucked off, wasn't coming back.
No, this was like a simulation, Dad. A what if simulation. But it was good. Right, anyway, are we going to end this now? Because Jamie's clearly bored.
I don't do talking about planes. I
Yeah.
couldn't give less of a shit about planes.
He's more, he talks about ships and he's scared of ships.
But we like planes, Jamie, so we're going to talk about whether you like it or not. So, have that.
But for me, the best plane ever in World War II was the Mozzie.
Fuck off, man.
Oh.
That's man. Piss off, it's man. Pick another one.
You know how much I've even had models of them.
I don't care. Pick another one. That's man. You have the
All right, then.
Hurricane.
All right then. I'll have the Tetsi Mosquito then.
No. Because
No?
it's still a mosquito. No. You're not having it.
No, it didn't. I had a fucking field gun attached
Yeah,
to it.
exactly. Don't care. You have the Hurricane. You can have that one.
And you still didn't put the picture of that thing getting fired while it was on the ground when they had to tie it down. The amount of recoil it got. We're talking about British planes on our
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't.
Because we were live, you moron.
No,
then
that was a big one.
Oh, then Jamie.
Oh, then, so
Spitfire's better than them all.
He's trying to wind us up. He's
he
trying to
couldn't
wind
outrun the
us up.
Mosquito.
This motherfucker. I'm pointing at Jamie before you say
Yeah, it
anything,
looks like
Dad.
you're pointing
No,
at me.
you're
Yeah.
pointing at Dad. You're pointing at Dad.
On YouTube or not, so fuck off.
Yeah, but
Shut
Spitfire's better.
No, it's not. The Concorde.
Do you know what's
than
better?
Spitfire.
The car.
It was-
Stay in your ass
She
on the
was a
ground.
graceful plane. She looked like a thoroughbred. Flew like a thoroughbred. But Michael can verify this because he's watched it with me. Every RAF pilot during the Battle of Britain wanted the Hurricane. There was one squadron that was about to mutiny because they were going to get Spitfires. They didn't want them because the thing could get shot to bits and still fly.
The Polish loved it.
Where the Polish loved the Hurricanes. Polish pilots that flew for us. Don't get me wrong, son, and they did shoot down more aeroplanes during the Battle of Britain than the Spitfire.
Yeah.
Now that's what they don't
How-
tell you.
how-
He watched the same documentary.
I know. I already knew this. I'm saying it just the one I already knew. Don't worry.
She may have been slower than the Spitfire, don't get me wrong, but the workhorse plane was the thoroughbred workhorse during the was the Hurricane.
Right.
And on that note,
And on that note,
can we stop talking? You two need to go and stand at fucking Teesside Airport and have the time of your lives.
We've tried.
we tried it, mate. I'll be there tomorrow. Oh no, Friday. No, I've got Friday off. Sorry, I'll be there.
Michael's standing there with a fucking pen and paper going, oh, I know this.
Fuck
one."
off, you knobhead.
I've just noticed that
fucking
labour
plane
is
spot.
very close. It's very close to the end of that runway.
Yeah,
so if
that's what
somebody's
you want.
parked in there, right? If somebody's parked in and that plane's coming in, they must get some jet wash off those exhausts
Imagine one
It's
taking
actually-
off.
because it's laid
It's
by
actually-
landing light. It's laid by
Don't go-
edge landing light.
Don't go on at night time. It's actually used for dogging. Seriously, so don't go on at night time. I'm not even lying.
Question: how the fuck do you know?
He's been.
I have a dog.
Oh, hey, you've been dogging on the weekend, have you, say?
Still
Yeah,
dogging
I've
on
got
a
a
weekend, I would say.
But anyway, can we go now before we fucking standing and talking about more
Yeah.
planes?
Yeah.
Next, you'll be talking about fucking trains.
Fuck off, you
okay.
You start talking about trains, I'm hanging up. I swear to God, I'm leaving.
Now,
However-
the one train I
No,
like.
shut up, damn. Don't.
Flying
I wasn't
Scotsman.
going to mention the Mallard and the Welsh Speed.
Fuck's sake. How do you even know trains, you sad bastard? Get outside more.
DC 12's
I've
good.
been to York Railway
The-
Museum.
the
Get
D-
yourself there,
Yeah,
son.
it
D-
was shit.
The DC 12's good.
I went
I
there.
think I just,
and
I think I
was
just made it
shite.
up.
Fucking standing in a museum full of trains. Fuck me, I was so happy.
Yeah, but it's a British train that actually holds the world speed record for steam. Steam train.
And I'm
124
honestly,
miles an hour.
I'm impressed that you know that. I generally am because you know quite a bit. I'm impressed,
The Flying Scotsman, I didn't reckon much to. I don't
but
reckon
I
much
still
to.
couldn't give a fuck.
That doesn't make a steam noise. That goes.
Right, I'm moving on because
Where's your
you
cock?
talking about planes and trains and stuff. I can't believe I'm related to you fuckers, honestly.
Be buses next. Morning, Dad. Buses.
Fuck off. Shut up.
This bus
Shut
goes here. This bus goes there. I've drove that bus.
Oh,
No, Dad's not a bus person now. He's like, ooh, look at that new Mercedes van. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Ooh,
I prefer the Ford Transit.
I'd love to get my hands on one of those long wheelbase. Ooh. I can deliver twice as
Well, I'm
well.
going to say this, Jamie. At least I can fucking drive one.
Ooh, I love
easily.
me vans. I love
I
me
drive a
vans.
van, yeah. So what?
Dad, it's a joke. It's a joke. You went on to every vehicle, you missed the
Jamie,
van.
I know when you're not joking.
Dad,
You know my favourite vans are Transits.
He's got a smile on
not
his face.
Mercedes.
Yeah, he's got a
Not
smile on his
Mercedes.
face, hasn't he? Dad, you are grinning. Don't try and not grin because that makes it worse.
Well, I'm going to put the record straight. What's my favourite van? What vans have I ever had that belong to me?
Ford Transit.
A Bedford.
Thank you.
How many
Never
have you
drove
had?
a Bedford.
I
How
know,
many
Dad.
have
I
you
don't.
I've had 3 Transit vans.
3.
And I love-
How couldn't have
yeah,
been
I love
born
the
for any
transit
of
vans.
these?
What marks were
Was
there?
that four?
1, 2, and 4.
No. Didn't have a Mark 2. I had Mark 3 and a Mark 2
Was I ever
Mark 3s
born?
and 1 Mark 4.
All right. I thought you had a Mark 1.
Nope.
Was I
No,
ever
you-
born with
you
one
weren't
of these vans?
You weren't a bank robber, were you, Dad?
No.
Yeah. You seen him? Look, he's gone quiet.
I'm not too keen on the new ones. They look a bit... But I
They
don't
look,
like the
yeah,
Transit
I've
vans.
seen them. They look a bit weird, don't they? I've seen them.
If Dad was a bank robber, he's not a very fucking good one.
He spent all the money.
Now, do you know what? I've never been caught.
Where have you buried
Who's
it
he
then?
I've
spent
never
the
been
money?
caught.
Where have you buried it?
Do you know what, right? Do you know what it was? This is
The
what
only
it was.
thing
right?
was,
This is
the
why-
police cars in those days, when the Transits first come out, weren't very good.
This
Didn't
is
you?
why Dad gets annoyed at us. I finally figured it out. I figured it out why he doesn't like us.
Now, what
He
it is,
did
people,
rob a
right?
bank. He robbed the bank in his Transit, and then he had kids, and he was like, "Fuck, there's the money gone." He was fuming.
There's a lot of people out there who would like to have a license like mine with all the qualifications on.
How many have you got now? You've got like all of them, haven't you?
Nearly, the only ones I haven't got is a Class 1, Class 2.
Is that the big fucking huge?
The 44
one?
tonners and the 80. And the
You still
18
have-
tonners. I can drive them. on private land, but I'm not allowed to take them out.
Do you
Why
still
don't
have...
you go
But
for that then?
the 44 tonners now, the big HG, the piston all automatics.
Yeah.
Then why don't you just
No,
do that then? So you've
I
got
was
them all?
driving them. I was driving them when they were double clutch. You had to clutch in, you had to clutch in, bring it out the gear, clutch out, then clutch in and put it into gear, then clutch out. So it was called double clutching.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
They were a pain in the fucking ass.
I couldn't do that.
Now they're all automatics. Just press drive. It does it for you.
Then why don't you just go for that license and then you've got them all?
I'm a bit old now to be getting that.
He's not a beef
I'm
burger
fucking
neck, is he?
60 I'm 61 in November, and I haven't got the waistline to be a beef burger neck.
Yeah, not a beef burger neck.
Imagine Dad getting out of a lorry being skinny and like, what the fuck is this?
The only skinny people I've seen getting out of trucks are the women.
The passengers.
No disrespect to any HCV drivers, but you are pretty big on the big side. Don't say because I drive a van I'm not a long distance. The only difference between me and you is truck drivers and me. We're both delivery drivers. You just happen to be in a vehicle, but you're a delivery driver.
And you don't have to take a 45-minute break, do you? You can just drive there and drive back.
Now that depends on how long I'm out.
Really?
If I'm going to be out, I still have to. When I finish my shift, I will have my. To man, how long it is. But I don't have to say, like, they can only drive. They have to drive 4.5 hours, and I've got to take then another 4.5 hours, and they have to. That's it. They've got to stop. I can go a little bit further than that, but I have to have a break. I can't drive continuously. Now, like if I'm doing a Scotland, which can be up to 12 hours, I will stop for an hour. My last drop, I won't do anything now. I'll
Can you-
stay there.
Can you drive more than 10 hours without stopping?
I can, yes, but I will stop.
Are
I
you
thought-
mad?
I thought that was
don't know
illegal.
how you
I
do
can
these
drive
things.
for 5 or 6 hours.
I don't get how he does these distances. I can't. I
You
physically
get used to it,
can't.
son. When I first started doing, when I was driving for Genesis Town distance, I hadn't had my license that long.
Mm.
and I was going down to Oxford, South, different drops into Wales.
Dad,
My head
bring
was
your mic a
banging.
bit closer. You keep cutting out.
Right. But when I first started driving for Genesis Talmate, doing long distance, going to Oxford, Wales, down to Southampton, all over the place, London and that. For the first couple of weeks, my head was banging because of concentrating all the time, because I hadn't had my license. But after a while, you get used to it. I prefer doing long distance than I do short, because tomorrow I won't have much on tomorrow. I know this sounds silly. I'll only have about 6 or 7 drops on tomorrow. I'll be finished by about 9, and I'll guarantee you, I'll be more tired. I'm more tired when I do less. If I do a long distance run, like Mondays and Wednesdays for me, it's my biggest days. I've got a lot of drops on, and I usually don't get finished till anywhere between 11 o'clock and 11. This is from a 2:30 start, and I'm up at 1:30, and I start work at 2:30, right? And I'm okay. But if I do less drops, like tomorrow, I know at 9:30, I'm going to be knackered. I'm absolutely tired, and I don't know why.
You can come home and have
But you put me on a big run. You put me on a big run, and I'm fine.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'll come home and have a granddad nap tomorrow. Yeah, today I haven't had one.
Can't be doing long distances. I fucking hate it.
You get used to it, son. I absolutely love it. I'm on the
hate
road.
driving.
I'm not getting bothered. If somebody rings me, yeah, fair enough, I'll answer the phone.
No, I'm not a fan of driving. It just bores me.
And before anybody says anything, I'm in a modern van. I don't have to take my hands off the steering wheel.
No.
It's all there. I can change the channel of my radio on the. I can answer on the steering wheel. Turn the volume up and down with cruise control. Everything's there at my fingertips and thumb tips, barely my thumbs. And this is what I can't understand about brand new cars. Jimmy will tell you there. Mine's a 13 reg. Right, she's 12, coming up 12-year-old, and my phone is married to the car. Just don't have to physically touch it. And you people who are still doing this, you're still driving along in a modern car like this. It annoys me. And I've said it before, a £200 fine and 6 points isn't working.
We're
ban 'em.
gonna have to wrap this up now, Dad.
Yeah.
Before he goes on a rant, because I would do the same.
I apologise, but it's just me. I just can't stand people who.
Your rant was the
Can't
last
stand-
episode.
Yeah, I can't stand drink drivers. Should be banned for life. And I can't stand people who are still to this modern day putting the phone up against the radio. You were going to kill someone. If not,
Okay.
Anyway,
that's it.
thank you.
That wasn't a rant, but I'll promise I'll give you.
Dad,
Your
stop
rant,
talking before you go on one.
your rant was last episode. Go and watch that.
No, that was
Okay.
against that Swedish spud.
Anyway, God,
No,
I was
Dad.
teasing it.
Sorry.
So, thank you for tuning in. Only slightly this time, people. Dad nearly lost his shit me when I wound him up about Van, so I'm not going to do that again. Do you know I've got a list now before we go? I've got a
You
list.
leave
of
my
things
van
that-
alone. She's poorly sick.
I'm not taking the piss. What I do is
What it
I've
is,
got a list
people,
now.
right? When
I
he
speak about
indicate
Dad.
when he indicate left, we wipe his tail off.
This isn't finished, Dad.
Dad,
Not to
shut up.
continue after Jamie goes.
So guys, so thank you for listening. Don't worry, I have got a list that what I can and can't speak about to Dad, just in case he takes it wrong. So don't you worry, we're getting good at this. We're not arguing as much.
I don't care.
I've got a list. Go.
There you go.
Proud of you, Dad. So until the next one, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. It's much appreciated. I have no idea what we spoke about at this point. I mean, we did good with films, and then these two went on a fucking argument about which plane was better. Don't worry, if you see me check out, I did mentally check out. I was not here. I was just no.
He just doesn't like aeroplanes. As simple as that.
No, I don't
All I
like the
know about
P51.
airplanes is to go up and to come down and the fast. That's all
I don't like the P51.
Some of them.
It's over fucking.
Some of them. Do you know some airplanes even go into the side of mountains? And then everyone eats each other. So
Well, if you go by boat, it's liable to sink because the plane's.
don't mention boats anyway.
There you go.
This is a long ass outro.
So thank you for tuning in.
You want to say thank you one more time?
Shut up. So for me, Jamie, him, Michael, and our playing spotter of the father. It's much appreciated that you joined in. Don't
Oh, look,
forget.
that's a 747.
Sorry.
Where?
Oh, I had a joke. I nearly.
Shut up.
So
Keep your
quickly do the
mouth
outro. Quickly do the outro. So for me, Jamie, him, Michael, and our father, it's much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment if you enjoyed what you listened to, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have anything you want us to talk about. It's okay, I know you won't, but it's fine. You know, I have to say it anyway. So until the next one. Bye.
Yeah, take care, people.
I thought he was going to
Short and sweet.
go, bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.